What is up, my friends? My name is Echo Thrumi, and today I'm back with another episode of Clash Royale 101, where we take a look at every single troop in the game, break them down offensively and defensively so you can learn how to use them best. Today, guys, we're looking at the Skeleton Army, but before I move forward, I want to take a second and thank you for coming down to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I have a random fact for you, and that fact is, guys, did you know that gorillas could catch human colds? I did not know that. I think it's pretty interesting. Maybe shows our relation to animals in some way. But there you have it, your random fact of the day. But we're getting back into the Skeleton Army. The Skeleton Army, after the most recent update, was taken from 4 elixir down to 3 elixir, and from 21 skeletons, I believe, down to 16. So with this Skeleton Army costing only 3 elixir, it can be part of your fast cycle decks. And it could really be a powerful defensive troop and even help swarm a bit on offense. And we're going to get into that today. And we have a great replay that really shows how well this deck can be used and how well the Skeleton Army in particular can be used. Damage per second is 42 per skeleton. Hit points are 42, so they're really taken out by anything one shot. Even an Ice Spirit could take them out. It targets ground troops with melee, and they are very, very fast. So with 16 skellies on the swarm, this troop is a defensive beast. And we're going to get into this replay right here, shared by Jimbo Slice, which really shows how well the Skeleton Army can defend. Basically, any troops that don't have splash damage will struggle severely, any ground troops that is, will struggle severely in passing through and getting to a tower through a Skeleton Army. And with 3 elixir, it's easy to drop one and take out a giant, take out a royal giant, take out a mini pekka, take out a pekka, take out a giant skeleton. Anything that usually gives you tanking issues, it can even take out a hog with no issues. It does well, and as you see right there, Jimbo dropped the Skeleton Army on the hog, and even with the fire spirits following the hog, half of the army survived and took out the hog, with the hog only making 2 strikes on that tower. Then they rush the tower, and they don't make it there, obviously, because their hit points are so low. But on the other side of the map, he has his Lava Hound and Mega Minion doing some work on that left-hand tower. Now, you're going to see many defensive stands right here in this replay, but you're also going to see these skeletons being used on offense as well. Guys, if you know that your enemy is playing the log, the zap, the arrows, you know that you're in trouble when it comes to using your Skeleton Army. So you have to figure out when they use it and when that card is no longer available in their hand. And when it's not, watch this defense right here. Skeleton Army dropped on, and even with the fire spirits, a bunch of them survived and still were able to help out. I mean, they didn't dominate that hog right there because the fire spirits were being played, but they did help take them out and save the tower from a few strikes. So, like I was saying, guys, you need to know what your opponents have in their hand. And if they have a zap, you want to wait until that zap is wasted or used somewhere else, and then you want to play your Skeleton Army so you don't waste a 3 elixir. Now, if someone's smart, like this player right here that we're playing against, they're rushing their hog with the fire spirits behind, so minions, Skeleton Army, and small troops like that will suffer and when they try and play defense. Now, something that's not shown in this replay that I find is a great way to use the Skeleton Army is if you're playing against a Lava Hound deck, sometimes that Lava Hound will pop, the lava pups will be flying and attacking your tower, and you may not have something to target that. You can drop a Skeleton Army, nice defense right here. Look at this mini pekka and this hog just really get dominated by these skeletons in the Skeleton Army. Mini Pekka doesn't even make it to the tower. But like I was saying, you could drop that Skeleton Army, and the lava pups will target the Skeleton Army rather than targeting your tower, giving your tower the time to take them out. And see right here, Skeleton Army thrown right in the center, and it just starts swarming both of the towers, the King's Tower and the right-hand tower. And with the defense really being overwhelmed and really being low on elixir, the Skeleton Army is able to just rush in right there, and there's no way, because the tower is targeting other troops, there's no way that the tower will be able to defend, and that the opponent will be able to defend against a swarming army that splits in multiple directions. So Jimbo showed some really nice ways to play the Skeleton Army. I mean, obviously defense is your swarming troop, but he showed you how you could play it offensively as well and really make your opponent suffer because of the horde, what is it called? The horde ability of that Skeleton Army. It could really just take over and swarm your towers in multiple directions, where a zap spell will only be able to get a certain percentage of them. If you have a tank in front of your Skeleton Army and your opponent does not have anything to get rid of them, like with splash damage troop, they're in trouble because the Skeleton Army will melt their tower pretty quickly. Now, the downside of the Skeleton Army, guys, is that it is easily countered. Arrows, zap, the log, a wizard, a witch, anything that has splash damage will quickly get rid of the skeleton army. So you have to play it smart. You have to know what deck your opponent is playing. But if you are against the right opponent, and if you could figure out what their hand has, then you have a good chance of using that skeleton army in a really positive way. Defense, and then throw a tank in front, and they could push for an offensive stand. And like I said, even against the lava hound, even though they don't target air troops, they can really do a great job of distracting many troops in the game, including those lava pups, which cause many people issues. So there you have it, guys. That's how you play the skeleton army. Since the latest update, I found it to be a very strong troop, and with the low elixir cost, it can be part of many decks where you don't have to worry about that extra 1 elixir for something that can just get zapped or arrowed right away. So it's in some of my current decks. I really like using it. It does a great job against those mini pekka pushes and those hog pushes. So hopefully you guys get to try it out. Maybe if you want to share a deck with me that focuses on the skeleton army, you can hit me up on Twitter at EchoThroughMe and share that with me. I love to hear new decks, and I even love to feature new decks all the time here on the channel. You can also comment in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as well. So there it is, guys. Hopefully that you learned something from this episode. If you did, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button as well. As many of you guys know, I come out with content every single day, both Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. I hope to see you guys back again. Until then, be good.